Mr. Secretary, 11 weeks have passed since the coalition forces...
Professor of International Relations of SAIS. Government officials discussed many issues of common interest.
However, we have undertaken, jointly with the government of Japan, a defense policy review initiative to look at our posture here in Japan. And clearly one of the most important issues on that agenda is how to manage our deployments in Okinawa and align our deployments in Okinawa to minimize the not inconsiderable burden that those deployments place on the people of Okinawa.
Can you give us an idea of timelines for implementing one? About what the United States is doing with Japan?
And it's not something that should wait until the nuclear problem is solved as though somehow it's going to weaken our posture. To the contrary, it's part of an effort to strengthen our overall posture in the peninsula, including, as General Laporte announced last week, a very substantial investment by the United States in some 150 systems that will enhance our ability to provide for early defense against the North Korean attack. In shortest terms, I would say the North Koreans have certain advantages over us, asymmetric advantages, which they continue to press. We have some considerable advantages as well, particularly advantages that accrue from the kinds of remarkable military capabilities that the world has just seen demonstrated in Afghanistan and Iraq. We think it's very important that we update our force posture from where it was 10 years ago to take advantage of those capabilities so that we can counter a North Korean attack more quickly and more effectively and strengthen deterrents. That's what it's about.
沖縄の負担を軽減する何らかの措置を考えているということはないんでしょうか? I'm asking just the possibility.
We would certainly welcome the participation of Japan in missile defense if they judge that it's helpful for Japan's security, because we think that missile defense is a very important area for the future, and having Japan's technology and Japan's resources applied to the challenge of protecting people from missile attack, I think would be a very helpful thing.
Welcome. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. When did you get that? South Korea. I just get that. よろしいか?
握手できません？長官。
もうちょっと前、すみません、カメラを上げてください。Mr. Baker, would you like to join?
Ambassador, let's get you in this picture today. Always have your broad shoulders to lean on.
There we are.
We had a very good meeting. Talked about North Korea and agreed that we need to continue the approach of dialogue and pressure through multilateral channels that was discussed by our President, Japanese Prime Minister at Crawford, and we also talked some about our bilateral defense cooperation, which is outstanding, and I thanked Minister Abe for his contribution in that regard. I knew his father quite well, the late foreign minister, when I worked in the State Department some years ago, and I admire him, and we admire what his son is doing now.
すみません、前を開けていただけますか？ちょっとしゃがんでます。